Cast of the Columbia Central High School presentation of the winter play Clue. We welcome Timmy Schneider and Tommy Schneider, the Schneiders.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Happy to be here.
welcome to our show.
Thank you.
And not only do they have the similarity in names, but they're brothers, twins. And before the
Crazy.
show, you told me you're the younger of the two.
Yes.
Yep.
I can tell.
And the better.
By how many minutes?
I like one.
Okay.
Very
Right.
close.
Well, cool. We're going to talk today about Clue. It's a board game.
It is, but it's also a play that we're doing. It's a really good play, and it's very funny, and has a great cast. We've put a lot of effort into the production of it.
What role do you play, Timothy?
That's a funny thing because we both auditioned for the butler, Wadsworth, and we both got the part because the director, Miss Tiffany Brinkman, who has been like producing the whole thing, actually split most of the cast into two parts, and we both get to play the butler.
So you're playing the same part.
Yeah,
On
and
the
we're
day-
twins, and we're
On the day of auditions, there were apparently 30 people that auditioned for a show that only has 12 people
Ah.
inside of it.
So that's brilliant casting, really, because what you get is the advantage of having more family coming to see the play.
yeah.
And will we know, because you're very, very similar, you're twins, so will we know which Schneider kid is in the show we're watching?
Probably, we might be pretty similar. Depends on who you ask, honestly.
What do you think, Tom?
Yeah.
Well, we're not identical twins.
Okay.
I
We're
mean,
very
I know
close.
it might be hard to tell. One time I got into an argument with someone that they thought they were sure that we were identical, and I was trying to tell them not. And somehow they thought they knew more than I would.
So
But-
have you ever masqueraded as the other?
No.
Like taken a
I would
test for
never.
someone, or?
We like to confuse people when
Yeah.
they're like, "Are you Timmy or Tommy?"
Well, I can tell now. I can
Yeah.
see that there is a difference. So you wear the same costume, the actual same costume.
We have our own of
Your
the
own
same
group, okay.
costume.
All right.
So
So what's the show about? I played the board game. The butler and the wrench hammer, the wrench killed in the conservatory. That
basically,
right?
yeah.
All right. So what's the story?
So the board game is about just guessing. Murder happens, and you guess who, what, and where. Who did it, where, and what with. And in the play, we just play around with that, introduce the characters, introduce all the other characters, and just have this bunch of events and fun and murders, and there's blackmail, and you gotta watch the show.
It
be
seems
great.
like the board game is set in some mansion,
Yeah.
right? So what's the staging? What's the set like in the Columbia
The-
Auditorium?
The entire set, every single part, there are no set changes. It is on one singular stage.
It's just a big open like dollhouse thing.
Okay. We have some photos that are from the rehearsals, and thanks to John Hummer at the Exponent for these awesome photos. And that's the whole cast,
That's
Well,
yeah.
those are all the
That's-
side characters. Well,
10.
mostly side characters.
You got some doubles in there, and then this is like showing off a bunch. The 6 all around, like you got Mrs. Peacock, Mrs. White, the maid, Colonel Mustard, Plum, and Scarlet, and Wadsworth.
Sorry,
in
And
that
then in the
photo-
middle, the person looking confused, I guess, is someone who happens to find himself in the mansion. And yeah, you have to watch the play. It'll be great.
So the guy in jeans, he doesn't seem like he belongs. Is that the person?
The guy with the head,
Yeah, holding his hat
He's-
over his heart.
he's being questioned by Colonel. And this one is pretty good.
This one was interesting because one of the characters wasn't able to show up on the day of rehearsal that we were taking photos, so you can see that I'm filling in for their character.
It seems confusing, but the audience, they'll be able to follow, because at no time during any one of the productions will both of you be involved in the same performance.
There's 4 shows, 2 of which I'm playing and I have my own cast, and 2 of which he's playing as. Not an entirely different cast, but definitely some other people who can all bounce off each other in different ways.
Well, Tommy, on a performance that you're on stage, Timmy could go to the front at the door as people leave, and while you're on stage taking your bows, he's there greeting people, thanking them for coming. It'd really flip people out.
It would. And we've thought about that, just like having a scene where he goes through a door and I come out or something. It's a thought, but I don't think we'd do that.
A trick we could do is, because there's doors on either side of the stage, so it could be I like open a door and as I'm walking through, Timmy's coming out through the other door on the opposite side.
That's good. I'm glad you've thought it out already. And I'm not responsible for planning the idea in your heads.
Yeah.
The butler, it seems like, I don't know, there's limited vocabulary of a butler. Is there a lot of lines?
There's a lot of lines.
Really?
A lot of lines.
He has a good. We try to bring out his British accent that he
Oh,
has.
do you?
I don't pride myself on my accents, but like, yeah, he has this big. He has a lot of great lines on a good
Yeah.
vocabulary.
Though in the board game, the butler is not a character that you could play as, but inside of the actual production that we're doing, he's like the main person leading everyone around and such.
Guiding the whole fiasco, the whole game that's being afoot
It's a comedy,
is.
no music.
There's
It's,
some.
it's not a musical.
It's not a musical, but there's some good like musical stings and good transitions.
Timmy, you brought a yo-yo
I did
for
bring
some
it.
reason.
It's just my. I'm the yo-yo master. My friends call me. I just
Could you do something?
sure if on live television.
Since
if
you
wanna-
brought
if
it,
you
I
wanna
mean-
just like, so, just. Just the.
Nice. Have you found a way to work that into your role of butler?
No, I kind of wanted to, but I don't think that would fit with the old, like, 30s British butler, just 1900s British butler.
Now that was, like someone named Cleves. Is it no Jeeves? Jeeves is a butler. Does your Cleves? Does your butler have a name?
He has Wadsworth, Mr. Wadsworth.
Oh, that's a perfect name. All right. Now, what are the performance days and times?
The performance, okay, so there's 4 performances, 2 for each cast, and the first one is on Friday at the summer 2nd at 7 p.m. The second, there's 2 on Saturday, 1 at 2 p.m. That's like the first 2 are my cast. Then
And then on 7 p.m. for Saturday, I am cast as Wadsworth, and as well as 2 p.m. on Sunday, December 4th.
I hope you have this written down. This is going to be hard for your parents. They're going to have to go to all the performances. Besides starring in stage, what else are you guys involved in at Columbia Central?
we've been in tennis for this year. We got in pretty late, so we weren't very experienced in it, but we did pretty good.
All-star, all-stater champion on your tennis team.
Yeah, we got a really good Daniel. He's really good at tennis, and he's way better than either of us.
Daniel Perro?
Perro, yes.
And does that help the rest of the team? Does it bring the rest of the team up?
We see him and think, wow, he's pretty good. We have to try to be as good as him. I don't know.
But he, every day at practice, after practice, he would practice with his dad, who is probably a professional, and it's a bit far out of our league.
Well, that's awesome. You probably picked up a few pointers, maybe, just from watching them.
Yeah.
And this is your last year at Columbia. You'd both be graduating. And does the Timmy and Tommy split after high school? Or are you going to go the same?
I'm
Path?
definitely going to college. I don't know. I don't think we have much similar interests for that though. I probably.
What do you want to do for a career?
I'm not sure yet. It's a hard decision to map out your life.
It is. Tommy, do you know what you want to do?
I am looking to be a engineer.
Okay. Awesome. Well, we wish you the best and hope you have a great run in Clue. And it's this weekend.
It's next week.
Next
Next
weekend.
weekend.
Oh, yes, next weekend. This is
First
Thanksgiving
weekend
weekend.
of December. Yeah.
December
weekend of
2nd,
December.
3rd, and 4th.
And I saw on the poster, Columbia Central staff gets in free.
So if you want to work at Columbia Central,
I guess, I mean, what a neat perk.
yeah,
But that'll help fill some seats. Well, have a great show and break a leg.
I will.
Thanks for coming in, guys.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Tommy and Timmy Schneider, starring in Clue at Columbia Central High School, first weekend of December. Lots more.